Pangarap ko talaga magkaroon ng sariling family. Ang mahanap ang aking Mr. Right. At masimulan ang aming forever. Pero hindi ako yan. Yan ako. Guest, bridesmaid, forever bridesmaid. Never the bride. Mataas daw kasi yung standards ko. Kaya ayun, lahat kinakasal na. Ako, I'm still single. Minsan tuloy naiisip ko, imposible ba talaga tong pangarap ko?
I've always been a go-getter and a planner. Ever since I was a kid, I knew what I wanted. In fact, I have already planned my life. I remember I've always had this picture in my head that when I finish college and when I reach this certain age, I must have already fulfilled my dream job, which has become a news reporter. By the time I'm 25, I should be in a serious relationship, must get married by 28, and should have a baby before I turn 30. That was my standard of a good and successful life. The thing is with me, setting standards is second nature. Laging ang taas ng standards ko for myself, lalo na pagdating sa husband material. The problem is, when I entered the working world, reality hit me hard. Dahil napakadali magplano, pero ang hirap pala to make it into a reality. The journey to fulfilling my dream job was not a walk in the park, but I can say that finding the one was the hardest feat. I remember when I was single, I'd really put myself out there. I'd go travel, go party in a club, hang out with friends. Uso nun yung mga online dating apps. So, okay, sige, I would swipe left and right, hoping that, I can find the one through that channel. And even if I put myself out there, it seemed like the one is the one who's hiding. So, come 2014, I turned 25. If we follow the plan, dapat by 25, I'm already in a serious relationship. But no, I was still single. And noong mga panahon na yon, my friends are starting to get engaged. Some of them have plans already of getting married. Others have kids. Parang feeling ko na pag-iiwanan na ako. And there came a point when I thought, maybe it's about time that I lower my standards. Kaso, pag naiisip ko yon that I'm gonna lower my standards, no, that's not me. I'm not the type to settle. And during that time, I still believed that the right person who will meet all my standards exists. Then, here comes a coffee conversation with a college friend. And during our conversation, I shared with her all my frustrations. And you know what? Her wisdom and response wowed me. Kasi sabi niya sa akin, you know what? Maybe Swedes, God just doesn't want to overwhelm you by giving you everything. Maybe He still wants to work on different aspects of your life. Like last year, He probably fixed your personal issues first. And then this year, sabi mo nga, nabibigyan ka na ng mga magagandang assignment at work. So maybe He's working on your career. And then maybe next year, pag okay na, malay mo naman, that's the time that He will allow you to meet the one. And you know what? While driving home, that conversation never left me. Sabi ko, oo nga no, all this time, I'm trying to look for the one by myself, but I never really sought God's help. I have this habit kasi na pagka end of year na, I do my own self-reflection. So ito na, last day of 2014, before New Year's Eve, I was having my self-reflection. For some reason, I kind of felt that, you know what? I think I'm ready. I feel that I'm ready to be in a relationship. So I remember getting a notebook and a pen, and there, I listed down everything that I want in a guy. And then I finalized my list of standards. On the first day of 2015, every night, and the nights after that, every time also that I visit our adoration chapel sa parish, I would pray and lift to the Lord all my standards. Sabi ko, Lord, if you're gonna bless me with a husband, please bless me with a man who is God-fearing, comes from a good and loving family, financially stable, street smart, and bonus mo na, Lord, fifth standard would be charming, so that, I'll be proud to introduce him to my family and friends. And every time I pray for those standards, exact order. Lagi talaga yon, exact order, walang mintis. And feeling ko nga, kabisado na rin yun, and exact order ng mga dingding dun sa Adoration Chapel and sa loob ng kwarto ko. 5 months later, here comes my friend. She invited me to go with her in Zambales for a beach capade. It's for the Labor Day holiday. We were a group of 11 people then. Yung iba dun sa group, kilala ko. Yung iba naman, hindi. And that's when I met this guy named Adrian. Then, when he was introduced to me by my friend, you know what? I don't know, but there was a weird feeling. I felt a kick in my stomach. And if you're familiar with the movie Twilight, the idea of getting imprinted with someone, that's how I felt. Parang si Adrian, how do I explain it? Adrian felt like someone I've known for a long time. Ganon. So, it was really a weird feeling. I didn't know why I felt that. So, okay, sige, I just brushed it off. So, after that Zambales trip, it was May. So, we would hang out as a group. And then later on, it will just be me and Adrian going out. So, he expressed that he likes me. So, we would go out. But the thing is, there were Sundays when we couldn't go out on dates. You know why? Because he needs to attend a prayer group. Sabi ko, ha? May ganung klaseng guy pa ba? Attending a prayer group? I mean, seriously? So, sabi ko, okay, so clearly, this is a God-fearing guy. The Lord ticked off already the first standard on my list, God-fearing. So, Adrian had this conversation with his dad. And then, towards the end of their conversation, he said, okay, Pops, bye. Love you. And then sabi ko, oh, that's so sweet of him naman. I'm very observant kasi. So, doon pa lang, na-realize ko na, you know what? This guy comes from a very good and loving family. As I get to know Adrian more, I was slowly checking out the standards on my list. And the funny thing is, habang nire-reveal ni God sa akin yung personality and character ni Adrian, in exact order din, na-check yung mga standards ko. In exact order. And because I have known Adrian to be God-fearing, someone who comes from a good, loving family, he's financially stable, he is street smart and madiskarte. Those were all the reasons why I found Adrian charming and a beautiful person inside and out. So sabi ko, grabe, ang galing lang. With my efforts alone, I was single for 6 years. But when I started lifting up to the Lord all my standards, everything that I want in a partner, in a guy, I met Adrian after 5 months. And now we're happily married for 3 years, and I'm proud to say that we are blessed with a wonderful, beautiful daughter, Tala. So to all singles out there, if you're still looking and waiting for the one, maybe it's about time that you lift it up to God. Because trust me, kakaiba talaga kumilos si God. And while your prayer is still unanswered, keep the faith, never settle, and continue to trust that the Lord has a wonderful plan for you. And remember, He writes the best love stories too. If you found my story inspiring and interesting, well, believe it or not, mas marami pang kakaibang kwento ang ma-encounter natin. Samahan niyo ako as we get to know these kakaibang stories. Join me again in our next episode, and don't forget to like and follow our Facebook page, Kakaiba Ka. This has been Sweeden Velado-Ramirez. See you again next time.
Kakaiba ka, kakaiba.